right, ladies and gentlemen, again, we'd like to welcome you to another Mikey Live program. I am your host, Mikey Hutchinson, and we are coming to you from Grenada. That's right, where we have it all happening, eh? We've got no shortage of suspense, action, and drama. You understand what I'm telling you all there? Anyway, we have a lot of things to tell you about. This is what we call news discussed, not told. So we're discussing the business. We ain't telling you nothing. You understand? For the first time viewers on the program, we want to say hello to you guys. All right? And of course, for those of you who are always here, we call you the usual suspects. We say big up all the whole self. All right? Let me see who's there already. Yeah, man. Oh, Mikey, hold your hand white. So what going on there? Yeah, son. Oh, I see what going on. Computer reflection. Don't worry. Anyway, so all your blessings, all right? I'm supposed to look for a winner on the program tonight, but I ain't seen them. So anyway, so we're going straight. I ain't see the winner. All right, we had a little trivia today. For somebody coming onto the program, they had to make a particular comment, and then they was going to win something, but I ain't seen nobody say it, so we're moving right along. So, yeah, a little late. So let's go right into our headlines for tonight. No tsunami threat. Watch a warning for the Caribbean region at this time, and we'll tell you why we are telling you that, all right? And accident on Dusty Highway, one that was waiting to happen, it seems. A lot of persons would have already addressed that. Yeah? So we're going to talk about that. Okay? And as well, deadly Delta variant detected in Grenada. We'll talk about that. We'll also hear from the Chief Medical Officer. All right? Nakisha D. Lewis. Congratulations to you. I thought, I was wondering what's going on there. Nakisha, send me a private message as soon as the program is done so that I can send you your digital credit, all right? And yes, OECS observes the International Youth Day 2021, and Barbados, they are investigating the possible COVID vaccine-linked deaths. All right, we'll talk about that in a moment. Folks, we are brought to you through the kind compliments of the Ministry of Health, the Ministry of Agriculture, Coats Grenada Limited, Digicel, Nawasa, right? We've got superb distributors on board with us as well. All right, the Housing Authority of Grenada, we want to say thank you as well. Real Value IGA Supermarket, we want to say thank you to all our sponsors of the headline and also all the businesses who support this program. We're taking our first break and come back. We encourage you to share the program. Remember, somebody sharing the program tonight will receive some free credit as well. Compliments, Digicel. So all let's stay there. We're coming back, and when we come back, it will be real news in Ole Lily Lulu. So brace all yourself. We will be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, call 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the families, don't steal produce from your brother. Then you sell it to traffickers, hotels and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report pre-deal larceny, call 300.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business,
for your education,
for your financial freedom,
for that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the Communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach chairs with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, Daisy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex, or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016, or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
And that's what they say again. Welcome to every one of you currently tuned in on the program. Again, if you have not yet done so, we are encouraging you to please share the program, giving others an opportunity to see that we are live. Again, welcome to Mikey Live, news discussed, not told. Now, today we want to tell you about a goodwill gesture by Huggins. Now, Huggins Petroleum held its inaugural Safety Week initiative at various schools across the island, which was geared at helping the students identify and minimize potential risks when handling liquid petroleum gas, that's the LPG. Now, the information was well received, according to a Huggins official, by the students who varied in age from kindergarten to Form 4. They say that each school was presented with a gas voucher for a 100-pound tank of Ruby gas complements Huggins Petroleum. And they are saying that they don't want to stop there, but they are looking forward to visiting more schools in the coming year. I thought that was a really, really good initiative that they have undertaken. All right. So the children from all ages were able to benefit. Kindergarten, right up. I remember when we used to say kindergarten. Yeah, no. Yeah, still some of us will still say kindergarten. Some of us will break out, some of the words that we used to use when we were smaller, even the pronunciations that we used when we were small. You understand? The mentioned thing is that, and those phrases that you only hear from Grenadians. You understand? Anyway, the mentioned thing, like what? And you're ignorant, what? Okay, so we've been getting a lot of calls. Persons are asking us about the transfer. A lot of people are attempting to transfer their students or their loved ones from one school to the next and want to know what the procedure is because things have changed a bit. One, all applications for transfers will be submitted online to the principal of the secondary school to which the transfer is being requested. Now, this application must be submitted within 5 days of the CPA results being published and will be reviewed by a transfer committee, all right, chaired by the principal. So, interesting, the date there, take note of that, the timeline. Secondly, the transfer committee will comprise the manager, the principal, and vice principal of the school. Thirdly, the transfer committees must meet and submit their recommendations to the Ministry of Education no more than 2 weeks after the results are published. Recommendations received after the deadline. You're hearing me read so far would understand why the process or your request is probably not receiving the kind of response that you were hoping for. All right. Now, the next thing, if a school meets the student-teacher ratio 1:5 after placement, no transfer will be allowed except where a student is unable to take up a space assigned and a recommendation is made to replace that student. Principals will send all recommendations for transfers to the Ministry of Education for approval. Transfers must only be granted after the Ministry of Education receives and reviews the documents. All right, the same in writing. Transfer requests should be made electronically to the principals of the secondary schools. All right. Now, another thing that we have to tell you about, boy, is the tsunami that you've been hearing about and sharing on social media like wildfire. Now, I don't even really want to get into all of that long talk, only to say that there is no tsunami threat, watch, or warning for Grenada, St. Vincent, Barbados, in fact, not even for our region. All right, so please be advised accordingly. Folks, from time to time, you hear people complain about containers, flatbeds, and all of those things being parked on the dusty highway road. Recently, there was an individual who made a video talking about the dangers of having those things parked there. I even myself spoke to someone about this a while now, that eventually someone is going to run into these containers or flatbeds or carriers and so on. Well, according to one report, last night, I believe, there was an incident in the area. Luckily, there were no passengers on board in that particular vehicle, or else we'll be telling you a different story. But one individual who observed the accident, well, not when it was happening, but the vehicle that was that hit that flatbed or whatever you call it, made a video and posted that on social media, and it was then that a lot of people started expressing concerns and saying that, hey, this was like an accident that was waiting to happen.
A person got into an accident last night in Dusty Highway, and thank God the person is alive, because just take a look at this, right? And this trailer parked in Dusty Highway, just on the road, have no license plate, no nothing. And as it is right now, the vehicle is what holding it up. Right? These rigs, flatbeds, trailers, whatever you want to call them, should not be parked in the road. This is a road or a parking lot. They should not be allowed to be parked in the road like this. Right? You could see what could happen here. Imagine if that person had a passenger. Right? Imagine if that person had a passenger. What would happen to them? Who would be responsible? right? This thing about parking up trailers on the road, going down Dusty Highway and parking up on the road in general is absolutely ridiculous, and something need to be done about it before somebody lose their life. And then we will come and want to change things after somebody dead. But let's try and change it before somebody dead, so that, you know, we don't have to deal with it, and we don't have to deal with having a death like that. That could be avoidable.
And of course, that has, like I said, been a concern for a long time now. All right. Now, the Ministry of Health on Thursday confirmed that 3 of the COVID-19 cases recorded in Grenada in recent weeks are the Delta variant. According to ministry officials, the samples were collected on July 26 from arriving passengers from the United States and sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency CARFA for testing. The cases include a 48-year-old male returning national and 2 non-nationals, a 33-year-old female and a 34-year-old male. Only one of the 3 was vaccinated. Now, Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles confirmed receipt of the test results from CARFA on Thursday morning. He disclosed that 2 of these cases have already been medically cleared, and the 3rd is expected to be cleared soon.
So this morning, the Ministry of Health received confirmation from the Caribbean Public Health Agency of the identification of 3 cases of the Delta variant here in Grenada. This is the same Delta variant that has been making the news around the world. It is the same Delta variant that was first identified in India and affected that territory very adversely. And it is a dominant variant in many parts of the world right now. So this is the first confirmation that we have had of this variant here in Grenada. Previously, we have identified the Alpha variant, which was previously called the UK variant.
Now, the Acting Chief Medical Officer said that what matters is, in large part, is human behavior. Is the population inclined to adhere to the protocols, wearing of the masks, and so on?
Now, what does this mean for us? This reminds us that the world is a small place, and diseases that are found in one part can quickly make their way here. All right, we are not immune from any of the events that are occurring all around us. All right. As a result, we must adapt, we must adjust our behavior to, based on the context in which we are, and based on the potential risk that we now face. All right, and of course, that means that we need to revisit some of the things that we know that we need to do to prevent this pandemic, such as following the protocols that we mentioned, wearing of face masks. We have to get back to the point where we understand that this is a necessity.
Now, he was saying that this is serious. He says this is real and it is serious, because this is the variant that is causing all of the problems around the world.
I just want to make an appeal to persons in the population. This is serious. This is real. This is now home. This is here in Grenada we are speaking of. We are not speaking of some other country. All right. We are speaking of our homeland. All right. This is the first identification of this Delta strain, which is the same strain that is highly contagious and it is making lots of persons sick. All right, this is the same strain that is causing quite a burden to health systems right across the world. All right, and pushing them to the breaking point. All right, because it has the potential to spread very quickly and infect a lot of persons and make a lot of persons sick all at once. All right, we need to individually take steps to protect our own selves. All right, that's what we need to do. We need to individually, at this point, take the necessary steps to protect our own selves and our family as well, and by extension, this country.
Now, there are no secondary infections connected to these 3 cases, all right? That have not been identified to date. And Dr. Chanchal said compliance with the COVID-19 protocols is critical, all right, in our fight against the spread of this deadly disease and now this new variant that we are dealing with. Now we take our attention over to Barbados. Now Barbados' Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Kenneth George, disclosed yesterday that the Ministry of Health they are currently investigating the deaths of about 2 vaccinated people to determine if there was any link to the COVID-19 jab. He was speaking at the second of a series of town hall meetings, all right, being staged by the government to get the public's view on vaccination and testing. George said that the evidence has to be gathered before an association could be made between the vaccine and the deaths. He said that there is a process that we have to follow that involves multiple steps, and it is only after we go through those steps, all right, and the rigorous processes that we can make the link, all right? So let's see where that will go. There have been rumors here in Grenada about an outbreak at an institution in Grenada, or a massive COVID-19 outbreak at an institution in Grenada. Our independent checks revealed that that's hearsay. So far, there are no records of any outbreak in any institution in Grenada. All right, so that's based on my independent findings. But let's see if you guys have any evidence to prove otherwise. I would be happy to receive and take a look at it myself. All right, but several persons asked me to look into that, and I did. And I don't have any. I wasn't able to find any credible information or evidence to support that claim. We are moving on. The OECS boy, they observed International Youth Day today. You don't find every problem in the world, probably almost every, well, except COVID and them kind of thing there, you know, that requires scientific intervention and so on. But everything else, they blame behavioral problem there. Let's put it that way. Behavioral problems, they try to associate it with the youth. You get me? But this is probably the only day you will hear a lot of good things about us, about the young people. And so we accept, we take that. We're going to take that. But I like the direction, you know, from in terms of where they plan on going with youth. I'm talking about the OECS, all right? Not just limited to Grenada. We've got Dr. Dulicus Jules, and then he was talking today in terms of the engagement of youth. He says that remains high on the priority list of the OECS Commission. He says that their voice matters and their ambitions must be supported. You understand? I like to hear things like that, Dr. Jules.
Today is International Youth Day, and the celebration and engagement of youth remains high on the priority list of the OECS Commission. The theme of this year, Transforming Food Systems, Youth Innovation for Human and Planetary Health, is quite apt as it addresses an often overlooked area in the field of youth development. The United Nations acknowledges that, and I quote, there is a need for inclusive support mechanisms that ensure youth continue to amplify efforts collectively and individually to restore the planet and protect life, while integrating biodiversity in the transformation of food systems. Through the OECS Youth Empowered Strategy, the OECS YES, the OECS Commission will be actively seeking to promote greater youth innovation in the areas of health and food security. This is accommodated for under our youth strategy pillar, Yes, I Move, Healthy Lifestyles and Sports. In keeping to its promise of maintaining youth at the forefront of every agenda, the OECS Commission recently launched OECS Youth Advisory Network. This network is made up of youth leaders from across the OECS member states who will serve as the voice of youth of their various islands at the OECS Commission level. These young people have been hard at work and are eager to engage and make recommendations on the issues that matter most to the region's youth.
Thank you very much. And we had our own Minister with Responsibility for Youth Development, Kate Lewis, Honorable. All right. And she says that the observance of International Youth Day 2021 provides for us an opportunity for us to focus on the important role of the youth in shaping the future we endeavor for us all. Well said.
The observance of International Youth Day 2021 provides an opportune moment for us to focus specifically on the critically important role of the region's youth in shaping the future we envision for us all, in what we hope will soon be a post-pandemic era. The theme for this year, Transforming Food Systems, Youth Innovation for Human and Planetary Health, brings into sharp focus the need for innovative and strategic thinking as we chart the way forward. Just like the United Nations recognizes, we here in the Caribbean are equally cognizant that the success of such a global effort will not be achieved without the meaningful participation of young people. There is an often repeated mantra, grow what you eat and eat what you grow, which ought to be an integral part of any attempt to transform food systems and improve human and planetary health. Clearly, the role of youth in agriculture must be considered against the backdrop of any such transformation of food systems and the resulting improvements we hope to realize in the health of our people and of the planet.
Thank you very much. And of course, folks, we are running out of time, and what we will do is take a quick break, and when we come back, we've got for you the weather and the national report. So stay tuned, we'll be back.
Running low on groceries? Why not visit realvalueiga.com and experience our new online shopping platform? Place your order, then go out and enjoy your day to spend more time with friends and family. Free delivery available within select locations or in-store pickup available. Sounds simple, right? It is. Stress less, live more with Real Value IGA online store, where good food begins.
Let's get tough on breed your larceny. It will destroy our economy. Larceny threatens our food security. Can hurt us locally, hurt us globally. To all the buyers, ask for license from all produce sellers. To all the people, 300 for police for them thieving fellas. To all the farmers, please don't steal produce from bakers, hotels, and street vendors. Nah, man. Let's do all we can to stop radio larceny. New vigilance, new laws, and a tough judiciary. Stop Grenada's organized business crime. It's time.
To report Predia larceny, call 300.
We support you at every stage of your life.
For business.
For your education.
For your financial freedom.
For that new ride.
Upgrade your life with the communal. Contact us today.
After being locked down during the pandemic, get ready for summer with Rika. Live this summer with Rika's Summer in Every Drop promotion. Buy any Rika combo of 6 200ml, 4 330ml, or 3 1-liter Rika juices and get a chance to win. Win Apple AirPods, plunge pools, beach dress with umbrellas, barbecue grill set, gamer set, and weekly pop-up giveaways. With Rika, there's summer in every drop. Promotion ends August 31st. Tickets available at all leading retailers island-wide. Rika, distributed by Superb Distributors Inc., Tempe, St. George's.
What does it take to be an amazing woman? Lots of me time. Amazing women are classy, fancy, and a little sassy. It's the drink for me. Cheers! Sometimes you've got to show them who's boss. Alpha male? Nah, alpha females are more amazing. Cheers to securing the bag. We make time for ourselves, for work, friends, and we certainly make time for passion. We're simply amazing. Amazing cream liqueur for the amazing woman in you.
Make this Carnival Tabanco sale a special one at Spice Isle Jewelry. Get up to 40% off our collection of silver and gold jewelry with purchases above $115. Visit our 2 locations on Grenville Street, St. George's and the Spiceland Mall Grand Dance and see our fine selection of traditional West Indian bangles, necklaces and earrings, rings and our unique handmade pieces. Step into Spice Isle Jewelry and shop in air-conditioned comfort with friendly, helpful and courteous staff. We also pay the most for scrap gold. Our repair service is second to none. Treat yourself or even someone special with something special from Spice Isle Jewelry. Call us on 440-3155 or 440-6648. Sale ends August 31st.
How going on, boy?
Hey, good old things.
Hey, easy.
Yeah.
Boy, in line, boy. Your house looking a real good day.
Boy, it's thanks to the hard-working and professional staff at the Housing Authority of Grenada. They handled me real nice. They did my plan, they did the construction, and I didn't even have to worry about a thing. They were there with me every step of the way, supervising the job, asking me about my concerns, giving me feedback as the house took shape. They were there from start to finish, and even put the keys in the palm of my hand. I give them an A++ for customer service.
Oh, it's people from housing bad, boy.
Boy, not bad. Excellent. If you're thinking about constructing your home, why not consult the Housing Authority of Grenada? You could visit them right down in the Sandino complex or give them a call 440-1015 or 440-1016 or check out their website hag473.com. They go handle you. They go jog your blocks, they go draw your plan, they go tote your materials. Hey man, where you going? The Housing Authority of Grenada is your choice for affordable housing and a stress-free construction experience.
Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store now has amazing deals, special discounted prices on wedding sets, watches, and selected jewelry. We sell top brand jewelry and watches like Citizen at the best price. We offer the best deals and customer service on the island. Opening hours Mondays to Saturdays, 9:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Diamond Intercontinental Jewelry Store, located at the Esplanade Mall, St. George's, Grenada. Visit or call us today for 14-3114-232-1234 or WhatsApp 533-1581. Sale is on for a limited time only.
Are you prepared for the hurricane season? Do you have a plan? Remember, water is essential in any emergency plan. Determine your family's water needs. Ensure your storage containers are food grade and store at minimum 35 gallons of water per person per day for at least 1 week. Understand that your planning may be different this year because of the need to protect yourself and others from COVID-19. Take the necessary actions to ensure that your household has an adequate stored water supply should there be an interruption. Be prepared. Nawasa, committed to meeting customers' needs.
Welcome to Yogo. Most of you know us for our food delivery service and our food pass for free delivery from restaurants. But did you know you can also use us for grocery deliveries too? We've just added another 5,000 plus new items to Yogo Supermarket. And stay updated as we add more products and vendors. Yogo Services is our convenient skip the line offering. Let us pay your electric, water, and other utility bills for you. With us, you will be able to buy tickets, pay your rent, schedule bookings, and other services. Need a ride to get somewhere? Give Yogo Lyft a try. Select your pickup location and destination location and wait for our driver to collect you. Never have to worry about how you're gonna get to a place again. Please see website or app for our service locations. And sign up now.
Ministry of Health receives confirmation of new Delta COVID-19 variant in Grenada. We'll have details to this story and more in the national report. With the details to the news for Thursday, August 12th, 2021, I am Chrisanne Mitchell. The Ministry of Health on Thursday confirmed that 3 of the COVID-19 cases recorded in Grenada in recent weeks are the Delta variant. The samples were collected on July 26th from arriving passengers from the United States and sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARPHA, for testing. The cases include a 48-year-old male returning national and 2 non-nationals, a 33-year-old female and a 34-year-old male. Only one of the 3 was vaccinated. Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles confirmed receipt of the test results from CARPHA on Thursday morning. He disclosed that 2 of the cases have already been medically cleared and the 3rd is expected to be cleared soon.
Sequencing generally takes about 2 weeks, so between sending the samples and getting the results. The interval is generally about 2 weeks, all right? And that confirmation was received this morning. These were, 2 of them were visitors and 1 is a local, all right, who came into Grenada, all right? All 3 came into Grenada from the U.S.
No secondary infections connected to these 3 cases have been identified to date, and Dr. Charles said compliance with the COVID-19 protocols is a critical factor in the fight against the spread of the virus.
Wearing of face masks. We have to get back to the point where we understand that this is a necessity if we are to prevent disease spread here. We have to maintain distance. We have to avoid crowded, close contact settings, all right, which have been proven to be settings where disease spread very quickly from person to person. All right, and of course we have to sanitize.
Prior to Thursday's confirmation of the 3 Delta cases, Grenada had recorded 3 cases of the Alpha variant, which was predominant in the United Kingdom. Dr. Charles emphasized that Grenada is not immune to diseases and viruses that are affecting countries globally.
This is the same Delta variant that has been making the news around the world. It is the same Delta variant that was first identified in India and had affected that territory very adversely. And it is a dominant variant in many parts of the world right now. So this is the first confirmation that we have had of this variant here in Grenada. Previously, we have identified the Alpha variant, which was previously called the UK variant. Now, what does this mean for us? This reminds us that the world is a small place, and diseases that are found in one part can quickly make their way here. All right, we are not immune from any of the events that are occurring all around us.
To date, 182 COVID-19 cases have been recorded in Grenada, and at present there are 10 active cases. The Ministry of Health is assuring the nation that it has an adequate supply of swabs to conduct PCR tests, and it needed just a few minutes to replenish stocks that ran out at the Maurice Bishop International Airport on Wednesday. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Health responsible for Hospital and Community Health Services, Hannah Julian St. Paul, said there is ample supply of PCR swabs at medical stations and thousands of swabs at the ministry's storage facility. She was responding to claims that there is an insufficient supply of swabs at the airport.
The Ministry of Health would just like to confirm that we have adequate supplies of PCR swabs at our central medical stores. We have over 40,000 swabs at the storeroom at present, which is in keeping with the demand for testing for the travelers entering our port.
Acting Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sean Charles says the Ministry of Health continues to procure supplies and equipment from overseas in a timely manner to effectively provide quality service to Grenadians. He explained that any health facility that runs low or runs out of supplies will be replenished upon request.
I just want to assure the public that we do have adequate stocks of supplies for testing for COVID at the Ministry of Health or within the health system. All right. Any health facility that is running low on their supplies, they simply have to send their requisition to our central storage and be replenished. This is a routine activity within the system. All right. The Ministry of Health actively procures supplies, consumables, equipment, and make them available to all of our health facilities, all our health providers for use within the health system.
This is the National Report. The news will continue after the break. Welcome back. 8 children living with disabilities received a backpack with school essentials that will come in handy as they prepare for their 2021-2022 academic journey. The students were all successful in the 2021 CPEA examinations. The Grenada National Council of the Disabled, in collaboration with the Ministries of Social Development and Education, held a handover ceremony on Thursday to recognize the remarkable performance of the students. Acting Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Social Development, Housing and Community Empowerment, Chrissy Warm Charles, congratulated the students who rose above the challenges presented by the global pandemic.
I want to say to you how very special you are and how very strong you are and how I am so looking forward to many good things coming forward from every single one of you. I think you would have worked so very hard to reach where you are today in the midst of all challenges, including COVID-19. You have overcome. It's truly a testimony of your strength as young persons, as we all work towards inclusion and as you're about to embark on this important journey of your lives. Never forget how strong you are. Never forget that you really have overcome, and never forget that you're just one of us too as well, and that you are all included. And you know, as we celebrate International Day of the Youth today, I think today is one of the most important day for me for the entire week to be a part of this very, very important achievement here.
Treasurer of the GNCD, Clifford John, in an interview after the ceremony, reiterated that anyone, irrespective of disability, can achieve his dreams.
Different schools, like you got from Victoria, we have from a special ed in the line. They came from different schools. And we want to take this opportunity to award the principals, the teachers that work extra to make sure that these children have reached this level. Because we believe as a people and as an organization that every person has a right to everything. Before time we used to have a challenge where people with disability should be at home. No, they have a right as well. They could be prime ministers. They could be doctors. They can make the input in the society just as everyone else. So we are really advocating to make sure that people understand our plight and the stigma where people, and we are encouraging parents that you have children hidden home because they have a challenge. No, they have a right as everyone else. So this is why we take the initiative boldly to step out to make the assistance to help parents to make the next level with their kids.
Over the years, a number of programs have been implemented to put inclusive learning at the forefront. Kevin Andel, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Education, says the ministry will continue to create engagements for the development of its inclusive learning agenda.
There's a lot more to be done. A lot. A matter of fact, if you put it on this table, we may not be able to look above. But I think step by step, we are going to get there. And I just commend you for your courage and your tenacity. Despite all the odds that is stacked up, some of them you have no choice in. But believe me, your resilience is what is commendable.
GIS spoke with Zephaniah Murray, who achieved a placement at Wesley College for the new academic year beginning in September. He expressed how he felt.
I feel proud about how I passed, and I feel proud of going to secondary school, and I make my mother proud.
Finally, in the news, Minister with Special Responsibility for Youth Development, Honorable Kate Lewis, says extreme focus must be placed on the critically important role of the youth in creating the best future for our region. The minister, in a message to observe International Youth Day 2021, emphasized the need for shaping a future envisioned for all, with participation from young people in what we hope will soon be a post-pandemic era. August 12th is declared as International Youth Day. The theme for this year, Transforming Food Systems, Youth Innovation for Human and Planetary Health, brings into sharp focus the need for innovative and strategic thinking as we chart the way forward.
The landscape surrounding food systems and agriculture has undergone significant changes in recent years. Higher food prices, the consequent world food price crisis in the late 2000s, along with a projected 60% expansion in the demand for agricultural products by 2050, has driven a resurgent interest in the agriculture sector among policymakers, development practitioners, and private actors. As OECS nations, our focus should remain on developing the knowledge, skills, and talent of youth and investing in food systems in order to provide successful examples and viable livelihoods for all future generations.
She said that youths can also contribute to helping their respective countries achieve food security and nutrition.
Clearly, investing in the education and training of young people is becoming ever more important as the challenges associated with adopting sustainable climate-smart production methods and aligning marketing opportunities are growing. There is a need to develop capacities to engage in productive, profitable, and sustainable agriculture, which must be systematically addressed in education and training agendas. Without a doubt, in the decades ahead, food systems must respond to increased demand, higher quality standards, and the need to adopt sustainable approaches to address climatic and environmental challenges, while at the same time providing access to sufficient and nutritious food for a projected world population of over 9 billion by 2050.
That story just ended the national report for today, August 12th, 2021. Recapping the top story, Ministry of Health receives confirmation of new Delta COVID-19 variant in Grenada. On behalf of the entire news and production team here at the Government Information Service, I am Chrisanne Mitchell saying thank you for joining us. Until next time.
So thank you very much. And what we have for you right now is the weather. And let's take the, let me see what the tropical outlook is like. You know what, let's just do the forecast. And probably if I get time, then I'll do the outlook, all right? As it relates to the weather, we see here that the weather is expected to be partly cloudy to cloudy with brief showers becoming more frequent towards early morning with possible isolated thunderstorm. Tonight's minimum temperature 23 degrees Celsius. Winds east-northeasterly to easterly at 5 to 15 miles per hour, becoming variable to calm at times. Now seas slight to moderate with waves 3 to 5 feet in open waters. And folks, that is our weather report for tonight. And let's quickly take a look at the tropical outlook. A small low pressure system located about 1,100 miles east of the Lesser Antilles and 1,099 east-northeast of Grenada is producing disorganized showers and thunderstorm activity primarily west of the center. However, environmental conditions are expected to gradually become more conducive for additional development, and a tropical depression is likely to form by the weekend. The system is forecast to move generally westward at about 20 miles per hour across the tropical Atlantic, reaching portions of the Lesser Antilles later Saturday or early Sunday, and interests there should monitor the progress. Formation chance through a 48-hour period is high at 70%. Formation chance through a 5-day period is also high at 70%. All they have me talking up my soul case day, you know. Yes, what I was saying, the last report that I read is a tropical wave at 443 nautical miles east of Grenada, and it is in the Atlantic Ocean from 23 north to 55 west to Suriname-Guyana border at 4 north and 58 west, moving west at 15 to 20 knots. Scattered moderate and isolated strong convection is noted from 9 knot to 14 knot between 58 west and 62 west. We just thought we should update you on that as well. And so that is what we have for you as it relates to the weather update. And we are going to say goodbye for now and come back on the program tomorrow, God's willing, with some more news for you. Before we wrap him up, let's say hello and thank you to Zaka, Bermuda, Charmaine, Kimo, Angel, Shireen and Kireen, Javar, Raven, Atalia, Nakisha, Rolander, Lorraine, and Della, Peter, Anne, Ezran, Adonna. Did I say Angel? Doris. Did I say Nova? Who else? And everybody else. Miriam, Rolanda, did I say? And Ansha. I mean, like everyone else, those of you who are even on YouTube saying nothing, you're just there. I would like to say hello. Shum Shum. Andel as well. Thank you. Yvonne, I see that you're there as well. So Vicky, what's happening? Sharon, what's going on? Robbie, thank you again. All right, guys, and Atalia, everybody, take care of yourselves, all right? So, guys, take care. Let's go. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, we all say, Ja! No. May God bless you and your family, and remember at all times to please be safe. Take care.